Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special. Some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right to the air is Jackson.
This is intercepted. Picked up by LT, the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out.
And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And not the 1st quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards that time for number 14. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Here's Berrios. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. To throw is Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
Now a carry for Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
As Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And there he goes again. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders.
Again, help partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Thomas. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Taking it about the 1.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
This one fielded at the 5.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Herbert on first down now.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Here's Herbert. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Sanders shaking and baking. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. McManus's point after is good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Herbert now.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Here's one.
Jackson to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Throwing, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. That was an excellent